The business case for women economic empowerment, particularly in ASEAN region, it makes real sense. I mean, we're a 50-50 population of men and women, and if we were to grow this region into a powerful economic region, we've got to get the women involved. There's a whole lot of talks with women being unpaid for care work, and we really have to value that. We really have to provide platforms for women to come in and contribute economically, but we really have to understand the barriers and see how we can innovatively solve that. When women comes in and develop economic opportunities for themselves and use that, they'll build their own society, and that will help the region to grow.
Women empowerment is very important for the European Union. It is the principles that have been enshrined in the treaty system of the European Union. We have been fighting and we will keep fighting for this in the European Union, both from a legal point of view, from a concrete point of view, in close cooperation with our member states.
无论你是谁，都可以为性别平等贡献一份力量。对于企业来说，签署父权与妇女原则有助于提升女性就业机会，帮助女性在职场中获得领导力，是推动性别平等的黄金法则，并且对推动企业的可持续发展也具有实实在在的好处。同月明星是一家影视文化传媒公司，主营影视项目的开发和投资的制作，同时也是涉及宣传、营销和艺人经济等等。基于这样的行业性质以及充分的综合员工的个人的成长诉求，我们在公司内部开展了一系列的技能培训课程。工作之外，为了保证大家的健康，除了组织定期的常规体检之外，我们还专门针对女性的员工增加了一个个性化的体检项目。同时，除了劳动法所保障的女员工生育享受产假外，我们为男性员工也特别设立了陪产假，鼓励他们在家陪伴老婆坐月子，共同承担家庭和育儿的责任。
Business has an awful lot to do to support economic development and to raise the living standards. As part of that, corporate responsibility is a key element ensuring that the benefits of economic growth and prosperity are available to all. And an essential element of encouraging economic growth is the empowerment of women and the involvement of women in the economically productive activities. It's important for economic reasons, but most of all, it's important in the interests of fairness and inequality.
I think the business case to empower women to be part of economies, it's pretty obvious. We have really good data that shows us on micro and macro level that including women into the economy can have a significant financial contribution to the growth of entire economies. Women that are well educated and join the workforce, they will have fewer children and will be able to provide better education and care again back to their families, and they will contribute obviously to a labor market and to increase the economic outlook of the whole entire society basically.
We do understand the power of women, well, at home for sure, but also in the workplace, and what difference they can make. And as such, we have to tap into this resource. We have to fully exploit the potential in a very positive way. And when I look again at Amphori, how are we doing this? We have started out, we have 3 women empowerment programs running in 3 key sourcing markets, Bangladesh, India, China. They're quite different in nature, let's say China being maybe the most advanced society in this context. But then really seeing, when I look at India, for example, our focus is on sexual harassment. In Bangladesh, we are exploring how we can promote women into, let's say, low and mid-level management positions and to reap really the benefits out of this. So diversity and the right approach by region, by a location will be the key to success here.
We hope to be able to push the effort that we're doing in Malaysia into the region. We hope to dive in and look at the other needs of childcare, or rather the growth of children, and create more opportunities so that other women who are involved with work and businesses and whatnot will be able to rely on trusted help to help them support the development growth of their children. Moving forward, we want to work with We Empower Asia to make sure that we really do empower them.
We Empower Asia is a program that is very important for us because it opens up opportunities for more women to work, to become entrepreneurs, and to participate in a more active way to the economic system of their countries.
In Indonesia, the global diversity index is 86, which is still below some countries in Asia. So there's still room for improvement there. If we can bring more talent into the company and groom the talent, and also the leadership help to support the women in the workplace, then there will be sort of benefit into the economy and also into the performance of the company.
To encourage women to participate in the digital world, actually first help to improve their own life. And another thing is actually like the currently under-realized talents and the capacity of women actually contribute a lot to the whole world. So if we can encourage women to participate in the digital world, actually it's also helpful for the whole world. So basically from personal and from the society perspective, it's both helpful.
First of all, it's the right thing to do, to actually empower women and young girls around the world. That would actually make sense in terms of economics as well, right? Because by empowering them, they play a big part in our economy, which, by 2025, they will contribute to 25 trillion US dollars if we can actually help to empower them.
For countries like Asia, especially Indonesia, societal, and cultural barrier is just like a root cause of all of the issues there. For the company to tackle the issue of gender, then we need to tackle the issue on societal and cultural barriers. However, this is not easy. That's why the government, private sector, and public sector need to work together to help women to participate in the economy and also in the business.
For organizations, I think what's again well proven by now is that including women and in general including diverse viewpoints is beneficial to the organization at large, because nowadays we live in a globalized world. We have to take very complex decisions every single day. Organizations need to stay innovative and they need to be able to respond to the consumer needs. Decision makers of an organization, of a large company, should represent that diversity that they're also servicing in the end. And women can contribute to this diversity of viewpoints significantly. And they can, of course, also bring in sometimes different ways of working, create a different culture inside. So they can contribute on all different levels to an organization. And there's certain data that shows that companies that have good female representation, for example, on the board level, actually financially outperform companies that don't, which is, again, proof to the importance.
There are three areas where the European Union needs to work to do more to empower women. Firstly, obviously, it's beholden that we do that in Europe, in the European Union itself and the member states' countries, and that we support them in their activities, because we need to put into practice what we are trying to work with others. So that's the first area. Second, here in China, we need to share knowledge and experience and lessons learned. There's much that Europe has learned, but also as well, China has areas and issues where we can learn from. So it's not a case of Europe working and doing things in China, but it's a case of working together with each other. The third area is what we can do to work with China globally, and that means how we can empower women not just in Europe, not just in China, but around the world and in different areas. That means setting standards and norms. It means ensuring access to women to education, to job opportunities, to training and to employment, and that they have those rights not just in Europe, not just in China, but around the world.
To eliminate discrimination actually needs a lot of efforts from everyone in the society, not only from women. So we know currently AI are actually kind of widely used in our society life, and people are relying it to make decisions more and more. But the thing is that, like, as our research has shown, the outputs of the AI system could be biased. So we want people to understand that the output of the AI system could be biased, and we're also trying to kind of propose different ways to mitigate the bias. So we want people to understand there could be some potential problems. And also, like, besides AI systems, we humans also have some stereotypes. So we also need to eliminate the discrimination from our human ourselves to make sure like the digital environment is kind of safe and relieved for the women.
Gender discrimination is not a topic that is only and exclusive to Asia. We still have it prevalent in Europe as well. I will just use a simple example. When you even look at the biggest organizations, public listed, stock exchange listed organizations in Europe, let's not forget, only 17% of the top jobs are really occupied by women. When you go to a CEO level, it's less than 7%. So yes, you may say, and look at it from a half glass full approach, yes, there is already development, but we have to strengthen this much more. We need to expedite this. And in this context, we also need to take into consideration we have different sort of speed of development of societies. We need to tailor to a specific marketplace, to a specific region in order to be successful in the future.
For me, women is definitely, I'm thinking of my mother, somebody who's really dear to my heart, somebody, bring me to life. So it is important to actually continue building the skills and the capability for women around the world, not just this part of the world.